Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're not starting at the Royal Library because I found some new enemies while I was running out around here at night. We fought shadows before. I think we fought shadows before. Oh, we're fighting him again. Yeah, this isn't a new enemy. It might be a higher level shadow than what we've previously faced, but oh, come on, really? Okay, but there is a new enemy, I promise you that. Thank you, Serena. Between the wind magic and the death spell, I like Serena as a healer, but she has some nice other utility uses in combat. Very much appreciate that. Again, when I decided that I was going to have her on my team, I just expected, you know, a dedicated healer class. Everything else, in my opinion, is a bonus. I meant to sword swipe this guy. Luminous Lamplings. It's been a while since we've seen a Lampling upgrade thing. That's gonna kill him, isn't it? Yep. They attack. And then they die. We can use the Shiver Stick, see what exactly it will do. And it will exactly cast Crackle. Well,
not bad at
regardless, it's a free Crackle. I don't know what I'm past gameplay me is doing, but yeah, there's what Sage's Elixir does. Oh yeah, I'm getting rid of the Cautery Sword and attempting to move the Lightning Staff up, but it won't actually let me just rearrange things how I want within my character's inventory, so yeah, we're getting rid of the Cautery Sword. It's not doing anything. So not only did I waste the money buying it when I could have crafted it instead, it has not been even remotely effective any time I've tried using it as an item. And those Bongo Fandangos are now with the Lamplings at night. And yeah, I kind of got turned around there. So I'm going to go up here. Again, avoid the Hunter mechs. These things are nasty. Actually, I'm just going to avoid everything else. I just want to go into the Royal Library now. Fortunately, for the most part in Dragon Quest XI, if you're not trying to get into a fight, it's pretty easy to avoid most of the monsters. And on one level, I do really appreciate that. I mean, it's not like Lunar Silver Star story where, yeah, you had this kind of system where you would run around and run into monsters on the, I don't want to call it, it's not the world map, the screen where you're traveling around, and then get into battle. But the thing is, most of the enemies were so fast, or you had so little room to maneuver, that you ended up having to fight most of the enemy encounters anyways. Whereas Dragon Quest XI here, that's not the case. We can kind of pick and choose what we want to do. And we can get away from most enemies. And we can touch this orb. Now we gotta deal with this place. Oh, the Royal Library. More like a royal pain in the butt. So there's several levels here, and every time we hit a switch, it's going to twist. Well, you'll see. It's going to twist, and shout, and twist, and shout. That is not even how that song goes. I don't know how it goes, but I know it's not like that. And I'm going to... Oh, those things can shoot from the air. Lightning Staff for you. Yeah, take that. I guess you can just, yeah. There are still some instances where I just don't expect or need Serena to be doing anything. Ha! Take that, Hunter Mech.
Did I do all right?
I'll teach you. So yeah, I wanted to, now that we have a scholar with us, I wanted to, well, we could have read this one before. Did I already pass the scholar book thing, and I was rambling about something else? Okay, so basically we still can't read the books that are sealed away, even though we have a scholar. I thought that's entirely what we were going to end up doing here. This is going to be annoying. Although it's not too bad, but there's a couple parts where I'm going to get turned around. Yeah, we have multiple floors and multiple, you know, ways of twisting and opening. Get out of here with that. Twisting and opening certain passages and staircases. That is rude. I'll hit the other one before it decides to do that. Yeah, critical hits. I am still loving this party setup. We got a thieves' hood from that. Okay. I will do some healing with Rab, because his MP isn't low, and he gets some after battle. And the way we're using Rab, and the way we have him set up, unless I need to use Zam on something, or Whack, I don't really need to use his MP in battle. Which I love being able to conserve MP like that. Hi there. Hat Hamwitches. Is there something over here? No, this is just... Some of the obstacles that stop characters in RPGs, not really something you'd think would stop people. Like, seriously, you can just climb over that bookcase. I mean, you might get a scraped knee doing it or whatever, but it's... I mean, you've jumped and fallen from like 100 feet in the air, and you landed on your feet and you were fine. But, oh, a bookcase that you could actually, you know, physically just jump or climb over? No, we can't do that. It's too dangerous. And I decided I wanted to fight some enemies that I actually enjoyed around here. Instead of the nonsense I've been fighting. Try the shiver stick again. The ice spells just have not been impressing me. They're more expensive and they don't do any better, or they do worse than the fire most of the time.
Thank goodness.
But yeah, you can see there's a midsection, there's stairs that are going to go up, there's stairs that are going to go down, we're going to have to twist them all around. And then we do the hokey pokey and we turn ourselves... Oh no, we're not. This isn't Phantasy Star, we're not doing the hokey pokey here. Although now I can check that one off my list of other LPs to reference. It's all these... yeah, we can't read it. So I wonder if we have to come back here later with a certain ability to be able to read these books. And I'll tell you guys right now, I'm not going to do that. This is why I don't read books, you know. Because oh, new enemy. Because sometimes books like this just don't want to be read. I'm like, well, that's fine. I'll go play video games instead. So these guys wreck doors. You know what? That doesn't work for this. Well, we got the one down. Yeah, well, they're not that threatening.
Did I do all right?
And then also, if I don't like any of the magical options for Serena, I can just opt to use a physical attack, which is restoring some of her MP. So, yeah, there's that too. Like I said, I love her utility uses. Yeah, so I don't know if we're going to get the ability to read these books. If we do, I'm not coming back here. I don't like this place. In fact, I'm going to say that because of... Well, I get turned around. I only get turned around a couple times, but still. I'm going to say this is my least favorite dungeon thus far in the game. I know we still have more game to go. Though, I gotta wonder, we can't be getting that close to the end. Typically in RPGs, your characters should be in the 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s by the time you get to the final boss. And our characters are level 30. So are we just gonna, like, double the length of this Let's Play so far? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm having a good time with this game. Like I said, I'm putting it as a tie with my favorite Dragon Quest game next to Dragon Quest V. Yeah, I have no idea what that does. It just goes in the bag, so it's probably just a... it's either a use item or it's a crafting item. So yeah, I'm having a good time with this game, so I don't mind if it goes on longer. Sometimes a nice long adventure, it feels very satisfying, especially if you're enjoying the adventure. You know, it's kind of like some of those games that you play and you don't really want them to end because they're so good, but if you think about it, if they drag out the game longer, then they're putting in more filler content for you to go through. Whereas if they added more content, maybe some of the additional things might not have been up to par with the rest of the game. And then you'll wish the game was shorter. There are a couple RPGs that are quite lengthy that have a couple segments that I would like to chop out of them. This dungeon, I will say, even though it's my least favorite, because it kind of reminds me of the water dungeon in Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Check that one off my list. Oh, we have a new enemy here. He is, it's Drampa. No, it's Professorus. This is a dragon-type monster, so we can use the Dragon Slash and deal some nice, sizable damage. Although, of course, since we have the Falcon Sword, we do not get a double Dragon Slice. That would be awesome. Yeah, we don't get a double Dragon Slice, but Dragon Slice will still deal about 20 to 30 more damage than that 124, whereas if we had done our normal attacks, we'd probably hit around 90 to 100-ish. So, yeah, still worth it. And Jade has skill point. Ooh, we are going to use those right away because now she has enough skill points to get the agility boost. Look at this. Agility plus 30. Yeah, we're going to get that. Which means I no longer have to have those sandals equipped. What is this? Vacuum smash. Okay. Shockwave to a group of enemies. Okay. That's fine. We'll continue getting passive buffs with her next time. Probably going to go for that attack power on the claws, or just general strength up. Either one of those. Whichever one is more skill point efficient. Not necessarily lower skill point, but skill point efficient. Which would be the points of boost we're getting divided by the number of skill points. That's how I go shopping at the grocery store and such. Yeah, I'm a fun finance guy to shop with. Because I'll be like, well, we could get the small can of this, which has so many fluid ounces and costs such and such per fluid ounce, or we can get the slightly bigger one, which looks like it costs more, because it does technically cost more, but it's more efficient, because it will last longer than buying however many of the smaller cans it takes to get the same number of fluid ounces. And I pull out my calculator and I run the calculations for that. I do that with a lot of stuff. But anyways, now that we can unequip the sandals. Yeah, they're not boots. I want boots. I want boots of some kind. Got a joke to make with them. I didn't mean to do that. So now that I've gotten the plus 30 agility boost, I don't need the plus 25 boost from the sandals there. So we're going to give these sandals to Serena over that agility ring that she had, because that's better than the plus 5 or 6 she was getting from the agility ring. And then Jade can go back to equipping. Well, I was going to have her. You guys are still participating in story time. Okay. Kind of weird when I killed off your storyteller. Oh, favorite fashions, masters magic, witches, stuff. Okay. Not in a rush to get that. Yeah, well, we're on the 3rd level of the Royal Magical Library. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card reference, by the way. But yeah, you can see I'm already starting to get a bit turned around here. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, books. And that's, oh yes, the water dungeon from Twilight Princess. That's what this thing is reminding me of, although without the water. But in that dungeon, you had to like spin the staircase around to multiple different ways so you could get to all the different sections of the dungeon, and it's kind of taking me back to that, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of like any of the 3D water temple dungeons, although the water dungeon from Ocarina of Time, I've played it so many times that I'm okay with that one. I'm used to it. I know what I'm doing going through there, but the ones like, especially the Great Bay Temple from Majora's Mask, I hate that place. I hate most of Majora's Mask, because everything in the game is, you're on a time limit, and the challenges are designed so like, oh, if you take a wrong turn at the Great Bay Temple and go down the wrong current, you have to spend like multiple minutes going all the way through the this current trail again to get back to where you were, so you can try and take the different turn to get to the next area you need to go to. And so all these challenges are just designed just to, not necessarily to be difficult. Some of them are kind of difficult and tricky and whatnot, but if you mess them up, they're designed to waste your time on a game that's entirely based around having limited time. Because if you don't finish a dungeon within the amount of time,
another victory.
You have to warp back. And you have to do the dungeon all over again. And possibly some stuff leading up to it's not... I hate it. That's why you won't see me play Majora's Mask on here. But I've played some other 3D Zelda games. Yeah, Majora's Mask is my pick for the worst Zelda game. So anyways, yeah, this dungeon here, the Royal Magical Library, is taking me back to that. That's a living statue there. Almost ran right into that. So this is the top floor. This is the part where I'm going to start getting turned around here. Oh, we have a Mimic. Mimic, this is not just the candy box, so this is a green treasure. We're gonna have to... this first... Oh, dang. This is already not favorable. Okay, I need a healer getting a turn. There we go. Yeah, we should probably use more heal. And I'm not playing around with this thing. I'm gonna treat these things like bosses. Or at least somewhat like bosses, and use things like the Falcon Slash. I kinda need to get Jade's triple hit attack. I feel that would be useful, even if it is a bit costly. While you have a turn, Serena, go ahead and get some damage on the thing. Drain Match, I'm not okay with this either. I have a no! Thwack, that's basically whack on everybody. Although it seemed to only target Jason Jade.
Wonderful.
Still, that was not okay. Oh, a Seed of Skill. Okay, Seed of Skill was worth it, but the amount of experience and gold you get from those mimics are not worth it for how dangerous... Are you reading a book to the statue? Never mind. Lost Kingdom, of course. Oh, this is talking about now what? Yeah, so I'm really not a fan of 3D dungeons where you're spinning pieces of the dungeon around to access different sections of it. Because 3D, multiple levels, spinning, it just gets me confused. You guys know I get lost in 3D environments fairly easily. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. So having a dungeon that kind of does that by its natural design makes me not really like it. And we get up here and I'm like, okay, this is going to be the end of it. It's not. It's not. Can we... There we go. So yeah, you can see like the whole thing is spinning. And I mean, the game gives you a hint. You gotta go to that one. The problem is, with the transition in the cutscene, I don't know which one that is. So I'm like, okay, do I have to... Can I jump down? You can't actually jump down from here. So... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. This is past gameplay me confused. Post-commentary me is still confused about this, but all I have to do is sit back and say some words and let past gameplay me suffer through it. Yeah, see, we can't even get through here now. And I'm going to check this book they already checked, because I wonder if I found a different book. No, it's the same one. Yeah. So I guess what we have to do is go over to this side. This side. And I'm just like, well, how is this going to take me to a new area? Because wasn't I at this area already? One thing I know you don't want to do is you don't want to hit the same green switch that you've already hit again. Because then you're, like, making backwards progress. And did I read this book? Yeah, it's not very readable. So, I think that's why I don't hit that. Do I hit the switch? I guess I do hit the switch. I guess this is... I don't know. This is the second time I've played or watched this, and I still don't know what's going on through this section. I'm just kind of winging it and hoping it works out. And fortunately, Dragon Quest XI has been nice enough with its dungeon design, and I should say easy enough with its dungeon layouts, that most of this dungeon is pretty straightforward. And that's true of the dungeons in general. Yeah, take that. Ooh, he created a sigil underneath.
Surrender your soul!
Fortunately, we can take him out with just those 3 attacks.
Not bad at all.
I do want to heal up because it feels like we're getting close to the end of this. Now I'm totally lost. Was I even supposed to go down to level 2? Well, apparently, because that's... No, wait, we got that treasure, didn't... If we... Again, looking at things in my editor. Yeah, we got that treasure, so this can't be right. That's what's going through my mind right now. Also, what's going through my mind is... Oh crap, I don't want another part where we're still going through this dungeon. Because I don't like it. Okay, but I keep going this way. Because I guess that's where we're supposed to go. And then we can come in here. Oh, a shadow. Yeah, we'll fight them. They're pretty easy. Even Serena's angry at the library now.
Thank goodness.
You can say that when we get out of here. Even that battle turned me around. But fortunately, we're up here. This is not quite... Okay. Haha, there's where we need to be. And we're going to do that... Oh, we have a book over here. Let's check the book. We found this already. Okay, so we'll take on this... we'll go in there next time.